right there. Let's see what we got. Well, seems to be working. Hey, Lucky. Not sure what the lag's gonna look like. Yeah, that needs to go right there. This will be a first for me. We're gonna try it out and see how it goes. In case you're wondering, I can see you guys on a chat here. We're going to open up this engine up and see what the oil clearance looks like on the rod, because this is the one that was in the B1 that was knocking pretty bad. So I'm going to take the rod cap off and see what we got. Doesn't look like I can select a chat on the bottom here, otherwise I'd try to reply to you guys, but I'm limited to that camera. Okay, we're at top dead center here. Now for the fun part. You guys see that okay? I am on Small Engine Nation, but this is my first time going live, so I haven't tried joining other streams. I've seen you there before too, Lucky. Unfortunately, I don't know if I can go on StreamYard with my cell phone. I haven't figured it out yet. This is on Prism. I wasn't even sure how good my cell phone service was, so it seems to be going pretty good, even with the mobile hotspot. Yeah, I can feel the play in it. It'll be interesting to see how bad it is. I have another engine out in my shed that I had checked with some plastic gauge, and it was right around 3 thousandths. And looking online, it looks like the specs is about 1 thousandths clearance for every inch of width in the crank pin. So this being about 1.5 inch wide crank pin should be about 1.5 thousandths when it was new, and you don't want to get any more than 3 times larger that gap. So that'd be 4,500 or 4.5 thousandths clearance would be out of tolerance. Okay. I had to pick my phone up to see if I couldn't add someone to a panel, but I don't want to take the phone off of the perch. And I don't know how good the camera is if I turned it around 180 degrees. Because the screen's on the other side, from what I see. But we'll see. We're just trying it out. For those of you wondering, you don't want to touch these surfaces with your fingers if you can help it. Definitely some scoring in there. Let's see if I can't get a light on here. Nah, can't see it too good. Sorry. Crank doesn't look too bad. Hey, Boneyard. Oh. Hey, Boneyard. I guess there's a little bit of phone feedback there. I could be wrong. I believe the spec for the rod cap here is about 190 inch-pounds. Believe it or not, I'm not on Wi-Fi right now. I'm only on 4G. And the phone I have down here I'm watching the chat on is actually hooked up to the mobile hotspot under the same phone. It's an S7. Seems to be pretty good. I can actually see the rod twisting on the crankshaft this direction on the crank pin, so I know it's bad. I just want to know how bad it is. That's the question. Because I have an engine out. Oh yeah, I already said that. I have an engine that's at 3 thousandths. I'm hoping that's still good. If this one's at 3 thousandths, then the other one's probably going to knock as bad. Yeah, it's less than 4. Barely even squished it twice as wide than what it was. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was pretty bad. So the other engine's in better shape than this one, by far. If I was going to compare the squish, if you look in here, I don't know how well you can see it. Let me get a light. The tightest tolerance this will measure to is about 2 thousandths. The last engine I checked was somewhere between 2 and 3 thousandths. This is actually smaller squish than 4 thousandths, which is what I was kind of expecting. Oh, and you can't see anything. Let me try that again. Might be too bright. Try it again. Oh, whichever, you get the idea. So that's good to know. So put this stuff away. So yeah, it's about probably 4.5 to 5 thousandths kind of gap in here, which is bad. I was expecting that to be the case. Now, I want to see if I can't get the piston out of here. I got some tools to measure the bore on that. I want to see how bad that is. Don't know how far we are into this thing yet. Started at 6, so we're only 11 minutes in. So why don't we just pull the piston out of here? That won't take too long. Dipstick it out. Bring that back up. I gotta grab an adapter, I'll be right back. Okay, see you later. Not the end of the world. We're just testing things out. I'm kind of curious as to how well it's going to record how good it's going to look when it goes back on YouTube. put this out of the way. Now, how am I going to get that out of there? Hopefully it comes out without a fight. I imagine it's going to fight. Get some motivation here. Oil ring doesn't look too bad. Now we're going to torque this rod cap back down. And then I'm going to mic the bore in here and the size of the crank pin, see what we get for size. I'm pretty confident I can get my calipers down in there. And we'll see if this or the crank is out of round. But I think I'm going to call it quits after 45 minutes. We're about 18 minutes in. Well, I got two guys in the chat. Not sure if Boneyard's still hanging around, or maybe I have to. No, I don't know if I have to update that one or not. No, I got 3 in the chat. Okay. So those of you who've just joined, hey. Okay. Let's see what we got in here. 1.5 inches, 2 inch. So there's that micrometer, caliper, whatever. What's that? And that's my. Actually, I don't even know what these are called. Whichever. I'm gonna call it my bore tool, for lack of a better title. Sorry you're seeing my back. I'm doing what I can. I'll get that out of my way for now. I'm not putting this piston back in because it's pretty much toast anyway. This is just going to be parts. So I'm going to put the head back on it so I can flip it back upside down. Because I don't want to bend this up. Sorry about the noise again. Let's see if I can't find a piece of paper in here. Be nice if I can get the crankshaft to stay in place. Aha. I'll keep that in place. Gotta wedge the crank so it's not moving on me, so I can measure. So we're gonna measure from one side to the other. An inch and 300 and looks like 1/380 thousandths. Now I'm gonna say inch and 350. Let's turn it 90 degrees, see what we got. Inch and 310. So yeah, the crank is worn oblonged as well. Hey, go-karts. It's about 40 thousandths off. Or no, yeah. No, maybe not, because I can still get that on there. It's just tight. No. It's loose going up and down and tight on the other direction. Looks like Small Engine Mechanic has a new video uploaded. So I got those measurements written down. Let's take a look at what the rod looks like. I know you're not supposed to put them in the vise like this, but this rod's pretty much toast anyway. Well, the crank and rod are toast. Let's see what we got. It's not the size I need, that's too big. Oh, you're not supposed to drop your tools. Got a pretty complete set here for these. So you can pick your poison. Oh, that's 1.312. Sorry about walking back and forth. I'm just checking things. I'm double checking. Rod is actually worn pretty round, so it's the crank that's taken the. It's the crank that's not straight. Don't have the factory specs to compare to. We can do 50 minus 12 pretty quick. Be 38. So it's 38 thousandths up and down clearance. And 2.5 thousandths left to right on the rod. The spec should be. Let me write that down. Okay, so we're at about 38 thousandths play ups and down. Factory was 13 thousandths. That's 25 thousandths play from factory to what we're at now. So 25 thousandths of wear. And we're about 8 thousandths to 10 thousandths worse in oil tolerance on this engine than what the other one was out of 25. So the other engine has about half the wear, something like that, than this one. Let me think about that. That's 3 thousandths. This one has 38. No, I'm wrong on that. Difference of 25 thousandths. Oh, whichever. I'll make more sense of it when I do a video. I need a calculator to do some work, so if you have any questions, you can ask quick before I go. I'm kind of curious as to how good the stream's been going, if the sound's been coming in clear, if it hasn't been grainy or missing anything. No blackouts or skips. Video quality good. So I'll elaborate more on this later. So yeah, long story short, we had 13 thousandths clearance originally, and it's opened up to 38 thousandths. That's a difference of 25 thousandths of an inch. The other engine has about 3 thousandths, was originally 1.3, so that is a difference of, let me see, 13 to 3, 2.7 thousandths, or 27 thousandths. No. 17 thousandths. This one's 25 thousandths out war. The other one is 17 thousandths worn. So, yeah, the other one hopefully shouldn't knock. But yeah, 4 thousandths is pretty far out of whack, let alone 4.5, or I'm sorry, 4.5 thousandths, yeah. 4 thousandths is shot, 4.5 thousandths is beyond shot. Good to know the sound is good. So, I'm going to pack this thing back up in one piece so I don't have to ship a whole bunch of small pieces. What do you think? You think I should save this thing? Hang it on the wall or scrap it? Tell me what you think. I could do a 100 subscriber giveaway. Give you some scrap metal, you can pass it to the next guy. Matter of fact, since you guys are here, I could probably show you some of the stuff. Matter of fact, I know a good spot I can put it. Let me get this stuff back together, and I got a spot for it. There's some on the wall over here. It's a similar vintage as this thing. I have a couple stuff we set aside. Oh, you're back? Okay. Well, I found out that this engine from factory spec was 13 thousandths oil clearance. The oil clearance is opened up to about 38 thousandths. That's 25 thousandths larger gap than it was from original. I have another engine that's 3 thousandths, so that's about 25, or no, where was I at? 17 thousandths wear on my other engine, so the other engine I have should be in better shape. So that's what I wanted to find out. So Nate, what do you think? You think I should hang this up? I think I have a pretty good idea on where to put it. Okay. It looks like I'm going to beat the 45-minute time mark.
45 minutes? What time mark?
Do I have to explain it again?
No.
Okay.
Why is it like a race?
Because I don't want to be doing a live stream forever, Anthony.
Oh, it's live stream?
Yeah, I just thought I'd try it out.
On what?
There's a plate for my car. That's actually a worn out coupler from my B1. Isn't hardly a keyway left in that thing. It's so worn out. Never seen one that bad. Have some old meters. Old gas conditioner can from the 70s. And I guess we'll leave the piston up there. So, thanks for watching. And I'm going to wish you guys have a good day. Thanks for stopping by. See you later.